Do you have a New Year's resolution?
It's not New Year's yet, Daddy.
In a couple days it will be.
I know, but you make up your New Year's resolution on New Year's. That's the whole point of a New Year's resolution.
No, dude, you can make up a New Year's resolution anytime you want to, but you can only release it on the New Year. So you gotta have it made up before the New Year, or else it won't be ready yet.
I never heard that.
Next year, I am going to attempt to do something that I never tried before on this YouTube channel. I am going to publish videos daily. I've never done it before. I've never even come close. And the reason why I'm doing this is mostly because I'm not the kind of person that does something only a little bit of the way. I'm not good at, diversifying my days. I'm not good at being well balanced with anything. It's either I do something and I go all the way with it, or I don't really do it much at all. It's either the one way or the other, off or on. And that's just the way I am. I mean, I guess you can say that I have this addictive personality, right? But rather than alcohol, cigarettes, or drugs, or any of that shit, what I am addicted to is my work. Just traveling and absorbing what I see, what I learn, and what I experience, and synthesizing this into content, into articles, books, videos, whatever, and it's just this process that I'm just absolutely and completely addicted to. But there are other reasons as well to produce videos daily. I mean, first of all is the obvious. The more videos you put up, the more content you have, the higher the potential for bringing in traffic, bringing in visitors, bringing in, people who may share the video, subscribe. And the more exposure that you could potentially have. It's kind of like the splatter gun effect, right? You can either use a rifle or a firearm with a big round and take one big shot to one location, or you can use a shotgun that's full of little pellets and shoot kind of everywhere, right? Now, vlogging daily is one way to kind of use the splatter gun effect to spread around the topics that you cover, all over the sphere of YouTube and the sphere of the internet, rather than just focusing on one targeted mark. Which brings me to the second, major benefit to vlogging daily. And that's the fact that, I don't know, I mean, you can read more about this on various other YouTube channels, but apparently it takes around 21 days for somebody to configure a habit, or to sink into a habit. If you do something 21 days in a row, apparently there is a good chance you are going to form a habit around doing that. So if you're following a vlog, or any website or any kind of publication that is producing content daily, and you follow that content daily for 21 or so days, there's a good chance you are going to keep following it. And one of the main ideas behind vlogging daily is to give people something to watch every single day, that they can go on YouTube at the same time every day and expect there to be something new and fresh from you. The third reason, and probably my main reason here to attempting to vlog daily or produce videos daily, is the fact that the type of content that I like to watch, the type of content that I like to produce, isn't really what could be called big topic content. It's the small stories of daily life, right? What happens in someone's day, what they eat for breakfast, what they eat for lunch, what they're thinking about, what they're doing, who they're meeting, the characters in their lives. I find that absolutely fascinating. And even in this, advanced age of the internet, there are so few publications, there are so few creators who tell that day-to-day story. I mean, this was what was, you know, the special thing, the significant, the revolutionary thing about blogging was that there was people out there, you know, telling their daily stories day after day after day that people could follow, that people could learn from, that people could, you know, grow and change with. And it's something that, you know, creators have really, in large part, stopped doing. I mean, I used to follow this one blogger, this one travel blogger named Andy Graham. I mean, the guy really, you know, changed, I'm gonna put it bluntly, the guy changed my life. He was probably my first mentor in kind of a professional sense. And this guy would produce content on his blog called hobotraveler.com daily, and I would read it every single day. And when you go out and you produce content every day, you enable yourself to tell these small everyday stories that other people, or at least I, find so absolutely fascinating, right? If you don't do this every day, right? If you do it, you know, like every 3 days, every 4 days, every week, you are going to have to condense the content down, you know, to a place that you're going to lose a lot of the everyday story, a lot of little events, a lot of the small things. I mean, just for practical purposes, I mean, you're not going to put up a 3-hour, or probably wouldn't be a good idea to put up a 3-hour video on YouTube of what you did, you know, every moment of the day for, I don't know, a week, right? And when I used to, like, you know, read Andy's site, I mean, that was what was fascinating about it, right? This guy just wasn't talking about, you know, the tourist sites or, you know, giving overviews on countries. He was telling you, you know, who he talked to, what they told him, what he learned. He was telling you about his mistakes, you know, what he did wrong, what he did right, what he thinks he can do to do things better.
I don't encourage people to come here because this is kind of a adventure trip. You can actually get hurt in this country.
Okay, it's Andy Graham, hobotraveler.com. I'm in the hospital.
And then following this story, you know, following this person as they went out and solved the problems of life, or at least, you know, faced the problems of life. And you started to learn about, you know, their solutions, and those solutions at some point kind of became part of your life too, right? And this character, this entity, this person on the other side who was writing this, who was telling this story, kind of became like a person that you know, that almost that you're friends with. And eventually I did become friends with Andy Graham, right? You know, he, you know, we met up a few times, and the guy kind of became, you know, my first mentor. But I would talk about Andy Graham, the Hobo Traveler, at some other point. So what I intend to do here is to take each day and condense it down into a 10-minute movie every day. And the thing is here is that I don't know if I can do it, right? It takes me a really long time to edit and produce these videos, right? It just takes hours, and sometimes, you know, 8, 9, sometimes 10 hours to make these videos, right? Or to make them as well as I want them to be, or as well as I hope they could be. I'll put it like that, right? So this isn't only, you know, a challenge of dedication, being dedicated to filming each day, but it's also a challenge of me being able to devise the methods and the strategies to be able to, you know, make videos, you know, develop storylines, and condense and process them into finished videos each day. You know, it's not easy, right? This is something that is not going to be easy. But I'm going to treat it as an experiment. I'm going to do it out of the gate for the first 30 days of 2018. And I'm going to talk to you about how it goes. I don't know how it's going to go, right?
I slept all night on a big white ship. Seagulls were dancing all around. I woke up with a sunrise on the sea. Such a priceless gift to me. The salty breeze and the waves, the slow pace, the salty breeze and the waves. I'm not around.